Hello, my lovely singles. Elsie here to do a reading for you. How are you? Thank you so much for clicking here. I appreciate you. If you're someone who came in new this month, thank you so much for doing that, and I appreciate you. Would love to see you in the comments. Let me know that you're new. I'd like to say hello. Thanks so much for doing that. All right, if you're interested in a private reading, by the way, I do have space available over on Wizio. Look in the description. You'll see the discount code there. It is 10% off until the end of the month, all of my readings. All right, here we go. This is for you, my lovely singles. Let's talk about this. What is going on? Let's call it the next, yeah, let's do it. Let's call it, well, first of all, you go round and round. So you've been going round and round with somebody that you can't let go of. What I wanted to say was, let's talk about what's coming up in the next, I'm gonna say the next 48 hours. There we go. Next 48 hours. Whenever you get this, whenever you see it, it's going to be for the next 48 hours. Let's find out what that energy is all about here. And so, no, this isn't time stamped. That's right. That's because it is for the collective. You got to do the work. I'll call out the signs and the symbols and tell you what's going on, but you have to decide if it's your reading, right? Use your intuition. This is for anyone who watches it. All right, let's take a look. What is going on for the single collective? Ooh, I like it. You're about to meet a loyal heart. Card number 35. You already know you're the loyal heart. Yep. I want to say that you're not only going to meet someone, it feels like a gaze or it feels like you meet eyes with someone, but I want to say that the loyal heart is also someone who's awake, like you, like someone who is aware. I mean, people don't like when you say awake. Get some people frustrated, but it's more like aware, because without self-awareness you have nothing. And it's more about being aware, and the third eye will let you see things with a clarity you never saw before, and only because of the pink, because of the downloads here. And that's, I feel like you're finding someone in love that is on the same frequency that you are on. Yeah. Tell me more. I like it. A loyal heart. Tell me more about this loyal heart, please. This is someone that you see that looks like you, or that acts like you, or you recognize them because they are you. Like they feel like you, or you feel familiar to them. Vice versa. Got release. Okay. Why release? Because of purification. Interesting. Ah, you've raised your standards. That's what this is. You're the king or the queen, and you're looking for your counterpart. You're either looking for your king or your queen. It's like I'm now the king or I'm the queen, and I will not date below my station. Bravo to you. That is confidence, right? That's confidence, and that is loving of the self. I love it. Card number 35 is the 8. It is about the self. It's I love myself too much to not date a king or a queen, because I need somebody who is going to understand me as the king or the queen. I need someone who's like me. We've got release and purification. It does feel as though that there is going to be, yeah, it's a release. I really do feel like I'm connecting with someone here who has realized their worth, and they realize they are worth a king or a queen, because that is their worth. You are the king or the queen. And I feel like you're about to release anyone else in your life that does not understand that. I feel like you're going through some type of a purification of self, of life, of work. I feel like the purification is like we're just baptizing it all. Yeah, we're purifying everything. But understand, rain is purification, but so is fire, right? I feel like this is showing rain and growth. It feels like that you have decided to release something, and I think what you've released is I deserve more. I deserve to date at my station. I deserve another person who's aware of self, someone who is not codependent with me, who doesn't need to be by my side every 5 minutes or requires a text every few hours. You know, I feel like it's someone like that. It's someone who comes in after the purification process, that you've released all of this codependency and the need to be liked and all of those things, the chasing. Yeah, it's after you've released all of that. Happiness is in the future. I like it. All right. Tell me about the singles, please. Give me some more energy for the singles. Ooh, lots of change coming. Wow. I love it. This is becoming a really beautiful reading for you. Change. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. That's why you're releasing. You know what? The purification for me, because we are in Cancer season, could also be the purging of emotion. Purification could be the purging of emotion. I need to release all of this stuff. I need to accept the change, because without change, there's no progress. And when we don't progress in life, we're miserable. We say mean things to other people because we feel miserable in our own lives. We like to talk about people and backbite and talk down about them. Like, it feels like somebody is going through some really crazy good change that's coming here. I understand that nothing can grow or evolve without movement. You have to move from where you are. You must. If you want it to be different, you can't always do what you always did. Otherwise, you're always going to get what you always got. All right. Oh, Charlie said no. We're going here, I guess. All right. Alrighty. All right, let's talk about the collective, please. You know, that loyal heart energy is giving me Gemini energy, like it's giving me lovers, sort of. I know it is card number 8, and you're looking for someone like yourself, but it does feel like that. It feels like, yeah, it feels like counterparts. All right, tell me about the singles, please. Tell me about the singles. All right, someone's doing all the self-work, looking at the self. Why, you know, what is one thing that you know about every relationship you're in, and that is that you are there. So it's always good to look at the inner self, right? I feel like someone's doing some really deep purifications of the self. Yeah, in order to be able to be happy, I know that I need to just check in with myself and make sure that I'm where I should be at. It doesn't matter what they want. It doesn't matter how they want me to look or feel. I'm doing what I am doing for me, because I feel like you know, whoever this is connecting with, you already know that you're not going to get what you ask for from the universe. You're going to get what you are. If you're going to get what you are, you better start looking in the mirror. And when you do, you might find out why some of your relationships just didn't work out. Tell me more. Got the window open, so you might hear some road noise, by the way. Tell me about the singles. I feel like your inner work is leading to immediate happiness, is what I want to say. Like coming soon happiness. Look at that right there. In the immediate future, my friends. I've got the Ace of Cups. There's something brand new that is brewing here that is going to move very quickly, I think. What I want to say is, because you've been doing all the inner work, that you're already happy. You're like, look, I already have my happiness. But what does it take to make you happy? It takes one more cup to take you to the apex of happiness, the 10 Pentacles, right? I feel like this is waiting for some of you in the very near future. And so now you realize, I think, after doing all this hard work on yourself, that you're not going to let just anybody park their boots on your stoop. It's not just going to be anybody. It's got to be another high-value human. Here we go. We got the Six of Swords. Yeah, I think that because you've done all this work on yourself, it's like, nah, brah, I'm out. I feel like you are releasing, purifying. There's a lot of change going on in your life. You're starting to realize that you're the same as the 5 or 6 people that you hang out with. And maybe you just did look at yourself and decide, nah, that's too much chaos. I gotta go. I need to go to calmer waters. I'm trying to take better care of myself, trying to love myself, trying to work on myself. And maybe you're in a group of people who just were not that. They weren't interested in working on themselves. And a lot of people are not. That's okay. It might be their first time here, right? Maybe they just haven't figured out their path yet. We have the Two of Swords. And we have the Ten of Swords. Isn't that interesting? All swords. I feel like the Ace of Cups comes after some sort of a terrible ending for you. I feel like somebody stabbed you in the back, somebody you really trusted. When it came to the end of the cycle, I feel like the end of the cycle was silent, but silent and hurtful. I don't think that there was any name calling or pulling down anyone's character, but I think that the thing that hurt the most, that really made you feel like someone had deceived you all along, was the silence. I feel like somebody just closed the door and never looked back, or just blocked you, or just went silent on you. I feel like the energy here of the Six of Swords is telling me that the reason that you're moving forward is because all of the change and release that you're doing is creating a lot of chaos. And it will happen that way as you become more aware of your life and your surroundings, and how people, relationships in general, how they can either tank your life or they can make you soar. And you really have to make a very educated decision as it pertains to that. I feel like you've been working on yourself so hard that you realize that you got to get away from anything that is not going to help you progress. It's hard because I feel like you didn't want to see the situation for what it was. Her eyes are covered, right? I feel like you looking into the past, it's like you had to go, but I feel as though you were trying not to see the situation for what it was, because it's never fun. Releasing people, giving up people in your life that you know just are not going to help you across the finish line. People who are toxic, people who talk about other people, like try and bring negativity or drama into your life. I feel like you just didn't want to see it for what it was. I feel like you made a great big change in your life, or you are going to, for sure, soon if you haven't. I feel like when you decide to move away from whatever group that you're in that is not healthy for you, because the Six of Swords is about lessons. For me as a reader, I feel like this person can't move on until they take their lessons with them. They got to learn about all the knowledge and communication and connections that they had in the past, and it was chaotic back there. But they take the swords with them because they need to remember those lessons. So the Six of Swords tells me that someone realized that back there it was chaos. I just had to, after I became aware, I just had to start cutting people out. It just wasn't working for me. There was so much change that went on, but I don't think you wanted to see it because you didn't want to leave those people. Maybe it was you that caused the Ten of Swords. Yeah, it could be. I want to say that you're doing the right thing. I know it's terribly lonely, and it can be for sure when you're trying to stay on your own vibration, but people will very readily try and pull you off the path for their own benefit, feminine or masculine. People in your family, people that you meet, that you're dating, so many people are willing to pull you off the path to fulfill their own needs, and I think you're over it. But I think because you decide to be over it, because you've gone through all of this change, I feel like your reward is you have this beautiful love coming, because after this cycle closes, after you either block or delete them or whatever it is that you're going to do, or they did to you, I feel like if it was terrible and awful and painful and you felt like somebody stabbed you in the back, like you could no longer trust anybody ever, I'm sorry if that's you, but I feel like once you heal from this, your reward is that you must close the door on all of that stuff back there that is no longer on your vibration. You just could not take those people with you, or the job, or the situation, or the house, or maybe you outgrew the neighborhood. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. We've got the Two of Pentacles and the Emperor. Queen of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Oof. Just listening. The Two of Pentacles is being very busy. An Emperor is Aries, but also all the kings. The Emperor can be a person, but can also be an energy. And the Emperor is someone who is a business owner, someone who is running the empire. So they would have a lot of people reporting to them. So they're the VP or the president. This person either owns the company or works very high up in the echelons of a company where this person's making a lot of decisions on other people's livelihoods, that kind of thing. This person is very busy. I feel like this person struggles for stability. You could be the Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, but also Taurus and Virgo in a general reading. If you are the Queen of Pentacles, you might be the one who is taking charge of whatever's going on in your life that's making you really busy. It feels like this is like on the back burner. Yeah. It feels like this is what you're dealing with in the very near future. You need to take care of business. I feel like you hold it all down. You might be a single parent. But I feel like what's happening here is like you put all this on the back burner, right? Because the Four of Swords is here. You're not really meeting people. You're not really talking. You're kind of spending time by yourself and healing. But I feel like the Ace of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles are to come, but I feel like that's not your focus right now. I feel like your focus is you. I feel like you're being awarded with this. I feel like the universe comes in and awards you with this beautiful Ace of Cups after this terrible ending. I think it played a lot of mind games with you. This terrible ending is I feel like you find out that there's people in your life who are not genuine. And when you start winning, that's when those people start falling away. When they notice you're changing, but they don't want to change, you're going through the purification, but they're not willing to. Then you become aware and they don't. And now you don't understand each other anymore because one's on AM and one's on FM, right? Yeah, that's what it feels like here. All right. Yeah, it's all the self-work that you've done that made you move on and made you realize that what was back there was super chaotic. It took you a long time to realize it, as it does for all of us. You know, we all do it in our own time, but we really do start taking stock of our pentacle world, right? Really slowly going over the details and looking at things differently. I feel with you are anyway looking at things very differently. It took you a long time to realize what was going on, because the reason you felt uncomfortable is because you had outgrown the situation that you were in. That's what happens when you practice self-love, and that's the truth of it. It's a beautiful thing to be confident and love yourself and know that you are worthy and you have worth, but it also comes at the price of, sometimes it gets a little lonely. I think that's why it took you so long. Knight of Pentacles is here. It might have been why it took you so long to get in the boat and move on. We have the Page of Wands here. We have a messenger. Now, the Two of Swords is here looking into the past. It feels like there's something back there that you chose not to see, or that you just didn't want to see. You didn't want to see that you had to move away from that situation that wasn't good for you, because maybe there were people there that you really had, you know, love for, platonic or romantic, whatever it is. I feel like you're about to receive a message. Yeah, you're about to receive a message from somebody who is going to be fun and flirty, someone who's maybe younger than you. They don't have to be. But I feel like this person might even, I think it's going to give you great joy when they communicate with you, because you're not expecting it. I feel as though there might be somebody that you didn't want to see the situation for what it is. And sometimes when we put a label on our soulmate or our twin flame, which there aren't very many of, you'd probably win the lottery before you got a twin flame. I think that somebody that you're not expecting, that you didn't expect to give you such joy, is going to communicate with you. The Two of Swords is here, and the Two of Swords is like, I can't make a decision. When this message comes in, it's going to make you overjoyed, but it's going to make you feel some type of way. This person could be from the past. But you're happy to hear from them. The Nine of Cups is here. You're happy to get this connection from them. They're going to flirt with you. Someone's going to be throwing passion your way. We've got the Magician in the reverse. Be careful. This person could be someone, look, there's someone from the past, if they are. Two of Swords looking into the past, not wanting to see this person for who they are. They could be trying to manipulate you. That's for some of you. We can't ignore that the Knave of Wands is here, like the Page of Wands is here with the Magician in the reverse. I automatically feel that this is manipulative in energy here. Now, I think that you're happy to hear from this person, even if they are from the past, but I feel as though it feels a little manipulative to you. I think this is the person you may have had the ending with. This is someone who's younger than you or immature. Take it as it resonates. We have the Ten of Swords, and I feel like this might be the person that you ended it with, or that ended it with you. I feel like you feel that I feel like this person's coming back, by the way, with the Ace of Cups, and it's legit. I think it's a legit Ace of Cups. They want to add to your 9. I feel like they do want the 10 of Cups with you. I think it's legit, but I feel that this energy might be how you feel about the situation. I feel that you think this person's trying to manipulate you to get back in your life. This is someone you may have already had this ending with. Maybe you blocked them, or maybe they blocked you. It feels like there was a terrible ending. Maybe it just ended in silence completely. Like, I don't think it was even any drama. Like, it feels like with 10 swords and 2 swords, it feels like we stopped talking. 6 and 2 is 8 swords. That's up in your head, right? We stopped talking because we're thinking about things, and then it ends. It's like the silence just continues. That's what it feels like. There's no drama, no nothing, but the silence just continues, and that's how it ends. So I think that's why you think that this person is trying to be manipulative to get back in your life, because they may have been someone who ended this or just didn't reply, like just didn't text you again after that. We have the Devil. I just didn't want to say it, but I really feel that you feel a very obsessive connection to this person. It feels like there's someone you can't get out of your energy. Even though there's been an ending and it was really hurtful, I feel like when this person shows up with the Magician in the reverse, you feel like they're trying to manipulate you. I think that the Ace of Cups is legit, but I also feel like you know them better than I do. So if this person is trying to manipulate you, I feel like you're happy to hear from them, though. And it does feel like that there is some sort of a codependent connection here, or maybe you ended it because they had maybe some sort of toxicity issue. Could be somebody who is drinking too much, or whatever, overly doing things, obsessively doing things. It could be just about anything. I think that this person is coming back, and some of you are just going to say, nah, bro, because it looks like the Devil is here to say that there is a codependent connection here, or the connection, it's like you have fear, if I let this person back in, they're just going to do it to me again. So the Devil could be fear as well. It's a lot of doubt. This person is standing with the Ace of Cups and bearing their heart to you, but you have doubt because they went silent on you before, and you don't want to have that happen again. Tell me what the challenge is here for the singles, please. What is the challenge? I don't think you're having it, because I think you already know your worth. I think you do. The thing is I feel like you think that this person is a soulmate. They feel like a soulmate. I want to say that with the loyal heart, we've got a heart here and a heart here. I think that they're coming back legit. But the heart, I've got the heart. They even make a heart, right? So I think that this person probably is someone from the past. They may have been connected to other people that you released. They may have been one of the people you released. Like, I don't know if this is 10 of Swords is yours or theirs. Take it as it resonates. It's a general reading. This person wants to have a chance to be a loyal heart, but you're not having it because the Magician's in the reverse. You don't trust it. Tell me what the challenge is here. The challenge is making your decision. The Two of Swords is here. So are you going to see the situation for what it truly is this time? That is the challenge, because the Two of Swords tells me that by looking back there, you called this person back. Energetically, whatever you want wants you. So I think that whether you're angry with them and couldn't get them off your mind, or whether you're happy with them and couldn't get them off your mind, whatever it is, you called them back in. I don't think you trust it. There might be addictions here. You're making a decision. I think in the very near future, you're going to be making a decision about whether you trust this person or not, because I think the trust is broken. I'm just saying, I think they may have ghosted you or just not messaged you back. We have the Hanged Man. You're going to try and see it from their point of view. I think that you know that they are someone who is quite burdened, that they live in the Ten of Wands. But this person is coming to you wanting commitment. They're coming to you with the King of Cups. They're the one that's taking charge. You already know them, Three of Pentacles. You know it in your gut. They're boomerang. They're coming back. Yeah. All right, I'm going to leave it. Oh, yeah, I should leave it here. I'm going to leave it right there. Thank you so much for watching this. I do appreciate you. Thank you for coming here. I'm going to go for now. I love you guys. I'm out. Bye-bye.